we started streaming, it didn't bring up the thing, so I don't know what the fucking title is.
Well, I already got that stuff set up before we started, so hopefully we're good to go. Hi, everybody! If you can even hear me, I'm gonna wait for my phone to tell me that we're streaming, so I'll know we really are. Just gonna keep doing kanji lessons. Oh, is it Haku? No, it's not Haku for actually this.
Alright, that should be good.
Stream 4-star streaming! Yay, we are here! I guess I can actually just pull up the whole stream on my phone. Oh, and then wait for a 20-second ad. No, I'm not gonna let you.
You're not sub?
I was using my Prime sub, but then I forgot and I started using it for Rift Track so I wouldn't get bombarded with ads every 15 minutes. I'm weak. The ads are really annoying because it's always the same ad. Now it looks like they're doing Dial of Destiny.
Trying to figure out how to add something back in.
Frankenstein's Gate, thank you for the 78-month resub. And it is looking like we are live. Hello, everyone. So, as you can tell by the title, this is a build stream for all of you coming in. Okay, well now this is gonna drive me nuts. I will be doing this 1100, almost 1200 piece Bird of Paradise from the Botanical Collection of Lego. And Tyler will be building a Xeon mobile suit, MSM...
Hi, dog.
Hi, dog.
Hi, dog.
Hi, Gog. I was trying to read the manual, but it's slightly covered up. And because I have so many pieces to deal with while Tyler is looking at the desk, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Let me cue this up so I can at least read chat while this is going on. I'm going to perch this on something.
No, what I'm trying to do to be done with. Okay, I'm just going to set this preview up. Cover the monitor on the second.
All right, I haven't broken down. I've separated the bags by what they do. These two bags are for the pot. These bags do the flowers and the soil. So, looks like I'm going to be starting with this. Can't wait to find out what like 3 pieces are missing from this whole thing. Jock and Bana asking, Quinn, you mad lad, did you address all those poster envelopes by hand? Asking about the autograph posters we did for the Walk MS stream. Yes, there were exactly 76 autograph posters to be mailed out, and I wrote all the envelopes by hand. I could have gotten a stamp printer, I didn't. And yet
for help.
I mean, it took a day. It was, you know, I had a system. I had a spreadsheet up. I wrote down the addresses, put them in the pile, reset the pile, wrote down the return address, reset the pile, put in the postage, separated the pile by domestic and international shipping, and then sent those out separately. I'm glad it looks like people were starting to receive the posters. If you were international, you may have to wait another week. Those took a bit longer to mail out because I had trouble finding international stamps.
Hey, real quick, go like this, or like in the
In this,
yeah. Okay, cool.
yeah, there's a slight delay between one and the other, but I don't think it's too bad.
I think it's something actually with the settings on that one's not the same as the other two. You figure that out. It might be a print like that one might be set at 60 and the other ones might be set at 30.
Is it disorienting for you guys to see like the table go faster?
I don't think anybody but me is gonna notice that.
I mean, I can see it. It's like nanoseconds, but it's there.
Also, where the camera is that comfortable building? Okay, that's
Yeah, no, I think I'm probably gonna move this a bit more up, and then it's gonna be right about here. So I think that all works. So they can see, they can at least get a vague idea of what I'm trying to get to. Then they
Right.
have what it's supposed to be over here. I think that works very well.
Real quick test thing. Can you put your hand up to like the center of the of
Here,
that camera? Higher. More over to your right. Okay, whatever. It's not doing it.
Lord of Endgame. Yeah, no, there were some because the problem is I was writing in pen. So if I got to the point where it's like, wait, no, that was either a last address or I misspelled it, I had to scratch it out and do it again because I wasn't gonna get a whole new envelope out. I am somewhat lazy.
I'll do it now. No.
Anyway, let's see here. So I need these 4.
Try to make it so.
I
You
think
remember
how
that
mu-
again? Not to say like cool. All right, cool. 9.
There's
so much stuff happening every time that we try to stream, guys. Sorry that it's always we're setting up as we're doing it.
Yeah, no, just getting this, because the thing is, most of this was set up, and then we did a whole discussion video that needed the set, so we had to ruin it, and then put it back together today, along with something else, so it's just been a busy day.
Yeah, and then finding out one of our cameras isn't actually working.
Yeah, no, another HDMI port, sacrificed to the gods.
Yeah. That could be part of the frustration of, oh man, maybe this Elgato's not working. Oh, maybe it's the camera.
Okay, so it's 4 of those, and then 2 hinges.
Make sure my stuff is in focus. And these cameras can be so finicky. It's like, hey, I'll do continuous focus when you turn me on. Oh, well, now I'm only going to do it when we're recording.
They're very erotic. Turn that vibration off, because that'll get...
Figure out where my hands are going to be most of the time is right here, probably. So I can... Right.
So, of course, this is going to be very meditative stream. So, if anyone has any like discussion topics they want to bring up, feel free.
Yes. And I'll pull up some like kind of music on my phone or something here in a minute. Exactly.
So my story about getting this Bird of Paradise was simply because it looked somewhat complex and also interesting to have on my desk. So my story is a bit dull, but what attracted you to the high cog?
Hi, Gog. I literally had just watched War in the Pocket, I think, the same day.
That's a good one.
I was like, I want to get that. What thing could I get on the company dime? The High Gog seems good, and that's cheap.
It's a green. Have I checked out the Ginyu Squad and Breakers yet? No, that doesn't officially come out until tomorrow. I will be streaming it, but I didn't get on like the public test servers to try Ginyu out.
How does that work? Do you start as like...
No clue. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you start as you do. He seems like the level 1 guy, but I have no idea how the rest of it works. People who were on the test servers have got it. When they did the announcement trailer, it was just the scene of the Ginyu Force showing up and then said, June 9th, come back. Then these. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, no, wait, no, that's about what I expected. I thought Raccoon and Jace were together. But yeah, no, it's apparently Guldo, Raccoon, Jace Birder as level 3, and then Ginyu as level 4.
Okay. I wonder if you can still swap out with Ginyu or something where you hurt. I don't know. It's too big of a group game to be able to do Genyu's main fun thing.
I mean, it's interesting that Because I like what they did with Vegeta and Nappa, where you could be killed in level 1 and level 2 and still end up as level 3 Vegeta. You just don't have all your abilities.
I'll have, like, no one else can see it. I only have the one camera on Quinn because we can't even set up a fourth right now, but, we're like a good 6 feet apart from each other, just facing each other, though. Real funny.
And the green.
Oh, and it comes with the little covers for his arms? I didn't know that. That's awesome. Over here, these little orange bits.
Oh, and so it's apparently the same for the Ginyu Force. They can also die, but if they live until the transformation, you get to carry over a support ability. That tracks.
Do you have... Well, I guess the only real tool that you need for Lego is that...
Yeah, no, this one's pretty multi-purpose. Helps you pry stuff off, even get sticks out.
I don't know if I brought my thing that's like that. Gundam recently, or Bandai recently, came out with their own official version of something like that to pry parts apart. Mine's a little too sharp and I end up cutting up stuff.
I know, like, detailed model work, you end up having to use an X-Acto knife to kind of peel off this plastic. So, well, thought that was very risky.
It can be real crazy, because, like, yeah, I have all these, like, little, for doing stuff like that. See if I can pull them out of here. I have stuff like this. I don't know if that's going to register on camera at all. But they're like these little holes that you tape down, and then you just start scraping that on against, like, with an X-Acto knife. Like, I'm just going to dig in a hole in the shape of this circle or this square or something. That way you can add panel liner to it and make it pop more. I have a little gel bag that I brought. Figure out what all I need. Look out.
Twos? Yes.
Panel liner. Paintbrush. Glues. Do you glue your Legos at all?
No. Way too much effort. I'm sure one day I'm going to drop a figure and it's going to shatter into so many pieces and I'll feel like I should have glued it together. But until that day, no.
It's going to happen to one of your, like...
I mean, there's only 3 things I feel like I put in enough effort to be worth saving. That would be this, the Capitol building, and the Statue of Liberty.
But yeah, exactly. It's going to happen to the Statue of Liberty, and then, like, the same hour you dropped it, the Statue of Liberty is going to come crumbling down.
Poetic.
I'm so mad. I can't find my really good tweezers.
What do you want to do here? So leave that there. And then this goes
okay. Back. Also, another reason that I was so attracted to this is it's got such a nice baby blue color.
Those fascists sure know how to paint. That's right, I'm making it political. They dropped a colony on Sydney. Alright. All of these. Wait, with the cross in it? Yep.
More information. Is this actually royalty free?
And then
I'm letting Quinn get a big head start on me.
yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to finish this by the time you're done and want to go home. Will definitely be a part 2 to this flower pot. Who is messaging me? that's that step. I need black circle. Black circle, 1, 2, 3, 4.
This says non-copyright anime music.
That's vague.
Seems like a bunch of royalty-free anime song. 45.
I feel like if it's an anime song that means it was in an
Anime-esque.
Okay. That's the clincher.
Someone's voice demo thing.
That's what the rings are for? Okay. Weird, but I'll do
Are
it.
these all awful like this?
And probably.
Okay.
Okay, that's everything. So let's start with this. Put this on top.
I don't know how well this is going to sound, but it's something.
Well, I mean, the more quiet it is on the stream's end, the less likely anyone's going to complain.
Oh, wow. I'm just going straight into his head. Then again, it's kind of also like his torso. Oh, whatever. B3? I haven't built a Lego thing in forever. Is it just pictures and...
Yeah, no, it's just pictographs showing you where the pieces go. Like, you have smaller ones, and they tell you where to put that piece, and then...
Okay,
just
yeah, and it just has,
steps.
like,
Yeah.
you need this number of that piece.
And sometimes when it's asking for, like, a long stick, it gives you an actual size diagram. So if you have a whole bunch of the same ones
Like
like
color
these, you
and
can put
like-
it on there and match it. That always helped when I was making Bionicles.
Yes, I did Bionicles a ton. I think I built all of them. Literally, like, most of the main set out of... up until they went, like, underwater or whatever the hell.
I stopped pretty early on. I think I stopped at like just Metro Nui, because it started with just like one of my uncles giving me Toa Oni, the black one. And I thought, oh, this is really cool. There's 5 more of these, and my parents knew what to get me for my next birthday and Christmas for 2 years.
Did you watch the movie?
All 3.
Did you play the video games?
No. Mainly because I
When?
didn't have a PS2.
I know what you gotta do
I
for the
had
stream.
I had a Super Nintendo,
I cut out the wrong
then that
thing.
PS1, and then I didn't have a new games console. I mean, I got handheld, like I got the PSP and I got the DS, but I didn't have a new like in-house game console until the Xbox 360, because I had to buy that myself. All right, so that's in there.
By the way, how's shit sounding? I should also, I can pull up the stream at the same time. Is that something
Not seeing anyone complain.
Can I have the stream and this playing at the same time? I should have brought my iPad.
Okay, 4 more of these.
I'll make sure to bring my iPad and paints.
What about Bionicle McDonald's toys? Yep, nope. I don't think I got all of the Matoran, but I did get most of them. I mean, I was following Bionicle back before the Matoran were called the Matoran. They were called Koinka? Something that didn't translate very well and was very what's the right word? Appropriative.
I mean, they got in trouble all the time, didn't they?
I mean, they did, but it was only with the Matoran that they specifically felt like they had to rename them. Everything else was still like the Toa, the Toraga.
You're doing better than me. I can't remember any of their names.
I was a pretty devout fan for a while.
Let's put this in.
Did you read any of the books? I did not. I only saw the movies. and built the Bionicles. I'm kind of sad there was never like a big thing covering the Borok invasion, because by the time you get to Mask of Light, that already happened. Okay, now I need the black ones.
I remember, like, from the second movie or whatever, it implied that the two bad guys were the good guys, the previous good guys, but transformed or something and made bad guys.
The Toa? Because the thing is, they were never like out and out bad, but when the Borok showed up, the Toa fell into the thing that made their masks all fleshy, and that kind of made them more primal. I don't think there was ever a time. Well, so
This is in the second movie.
well, it was the third movie they turned into the bug people. That's the one where they get angry and have to they have to deal with their.
Maybe
Hulk.
it's the third movie I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, it's the first one covers the Toa of Light. The second one is just in futuristic Metronui, and then the third movie kind of takes place between the rest of movie 2 and the last 2 minutes of that movie as they go back for the Matoran they left behind, and then that's when they meet the spider people that turn them into monsters.
Who was your favorite? Did you have the one of light?
No, I didn't get that one. I kind of stopped getting it was actually only the original 6 Toa that I got all of. After that, it was more just specific figures that I liked. Mainly because I turned those 6 Toa into their 2 fusions that take all three of them and turn them into one big one, and then I was like, I don't want to turn you guys back. So you're kind of stuck like that forever.
I don't know what series it was, but there's one that had like a priest guy in it. I think it was the one where they shot the balls. You remember that? That was
yes.
way
I actually
after.
got one of those. One of those was given to me as a gift.
Because those were fun gimmicks.
Yeah.
My favorite, but yeah, I had, he had like a staff. He was just, I think, the normal red dude, but his head was upside down or some shit. But he also had a cape, and I thought that was really cool. It's still all translating over there?
Yeah, I'm just making sure I'm not taking things off the frame by getting them too close.
Okay, he's got an eye. He's got that going for him. I could probably make mine a little lighter. I can figure out which button it is without having to get up there. Okay, yeah. I don't know where the focus is, but there he is. Then A24 and 25. That's over here. It's core. I slowly at home built the new Gundam from Shard's Counterattack, the real grade version, and that took me like 20 hours total.
I wonder if there's such a thing as like speed building for Lego. I feel like there has to be in this day and age.
I'm sure some speedrunner out there has tried bringing his two hobbies together. Where's my... Okay, here they are. Stop crying. I lost my polycaps. Is this... Okay, cool. How often in Lego do you put in a piece backwards and you have to rip everything apart?
I mean, I had that happen when I was building that Statue of Liberty, where there was a couple times where it's like, wait, no, this doesn't go here.
Just like when they really built it. They put her feet on backwards and then had to take her apart.
I remember a video of someone trying to build X number of Lego sets in 24 hours. I could see that being an interesting marathon stream. So that's that. And then I need another wing here.
We're gonna rebuild. We're gonna construct New York tonight, and then have a Godzilla attack. Have that for a stream.
I mean, I wish Lego pieces broke in such a way that would be interesting.
I mean, you could do that if you glue them in such a way, and then just have them not glued in certain spots.
Maybe.
It's essentially just like what is it? Whenever you're scoring a prop to break.
Yeah. I just remember there being, because the thing is, remember in like Spider-Man Homecoming where Ned drops the Death Star and it just shatters so beautifully. There are like YouTube videos out there showing kind of like myth busting. It's like that's not how that would break.
100% it's glued in spots.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, actually, it shatters. It shatters into all the individual pieces. It looks like, so it makes you feel like they just weren't all attached. Like the way I'm pressing it in, they weren't like that.
Maybe it was a simulation.
Yeah, it was all CGI. Knowing Marvel, CGI would definitely be the way to do it.
I know Corridor did some Lego sim like 10 years ago. That looked pretty convincing. And that was them. So I'm sure Marvel could have done it.
Oh, I need the hinges back.
26. It's on the...
Nice.
It is.
Yeah, no, geez. It looked like rain for a little bit, but I just did not expect it to start storming like that.
Too hot to be storming.
I don't know. We need the moisture. Humidity's going to be killer.
I have no grass in my backyard. And my dogs track it all in. If you were to build a Gundam, what would you build, Quinn?
Kshatriya.
They have it. They just did a reprint of it. We can get one.
And
It's no longer $100.
Oh, really? That was what was stopping me the first time.
It's only $60 now.
You know, because
Maybe not even that.
Because so the thing is, I admit that Kshatriya is definitely like we put everything in a mobile suit.
We put we were like, hey, the Q-Blade was really cool.
Yeah.
What if we...
Here it has wings. It has funnels. It has the Zaku head.
It's got Pole 12.
Yeah, no, it's of all the mobile suits you see at the start of Unicorn, that's the one that it's like, this one is just for the fans. But goddamn if I didn't like it. I just like the thing that has it all.
It is pretty awesome. So did you finish Unicorn?
Yes.
Twice. I love the one you see at the very end that the Sinanju jumps in.
The mobile armor?
Yes, the Neo Zeon.
It doesn't have legs.
It doesn't have, well, it kind of does. It has the giant funnel, or the giant fuel tubes.
Yeah.
Have you seen the perfect Xeon that has legs?
I don't think I have.
That's pretty fun. I'm finally moving on to the next thing. But hey, his like chest main body's been built.
I'm getting to almost the end of the skeleton of the pot.
A 2021.
I had this on a turntable. That would be pretty cool.
I really want to get a nice lazy Susan to display stuff.
Oh, I have to make another core.
It's like, how do we want this to work?
It's
D. Six and seven. They just did a reprint of the Neo Xeon, but the narrative version, where it's like white and gray. Guess how much it is brand new? And it's a high grade, so but it's still like
what are
from the table this high.
Give me like an idea of what a high grade usually goes for.
This guy, he's kind of older. Simple. I think he was like 15, 20 bucks.
Okay.
Some of the newer ones, more complex. Like I got a Moon Gundam at home. I think he was $35. And he's also high grade.
150?
300.
You know, my first guess was going to be 350, but I thought that was way too high.
But he also comes with the Sananju in it, so you get a high scale Sananju plus just the giant mobile armor.
That's not too bad as an almost 2-for-1.
And the box is a little bit taller than that, and then just long.
Okay, chat, I could have sworn I had a separate pile of 4 here before I started building. Did I really only have 3 right here?
Did you stack too many on?
So I have enough for the piece I was making, but I could have when I looked at the pile, there was only 6 when I thought there was 8. So I feel like there's at least 1 missing here. Oh well, if it really did exist, I should find it again eventually. Okay, so just put it in the middle.
C6? Is it C? I really want to get these like runner stands so like I can have them sit like this. But for the display of having this big table, I like doing this. It's not jarring that we're on 2 different tables, is it?
Well, I mean, at very least the break in the tables isn't on camera, so even though it almost makes you look like you're in another room.
I am in another room.
Don't
break the illusion, Quinn.
I can't even reach off. I can't even reach off camera. How did it happen? Now I'm building the Xeon.
I wish I was building the Xeon.
All right. Where was I? These.
They just came out with or just a few months ago or a year ago, whatever, came out with a real grade Xeon. And all his fingers are movable, and you can put beams in each one of them. Real fun.
Oh, okay. I see what I did wrong here. I only put those on, but not the bricks.
It doesn't really lock in at all. I'm gonna quickly check that. Move your hand around a little bit.
It seems worse.
Yeah. Huh. Oh, you know what I bet it is? What did I just do that to?
Well, that would be correct. I know. That's better. Wait a minute. That doesn't look right. Oh, it's supposed to go. Okay, I see what happened here. I can see why they called this anime-esque. Or rather, I can hear. Oh, I missed a spot. Alright, our first spare pieces. Maybe.
Oh, this one's just Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle.
Oh. Oh, that'll definitely get claimed.
Why did it go under that? I like hitting things.
I can't even hear any music. Perfect! That means the stream is safe! Alright, now, time for bags number 2. Alright, let's get starting with this. Oh, oh dear.
Dropped it everywhere?
Well, at least one piece did. That's the one piece I need pirates to find. The one piece that fell off the table.
Some shit happened in it recently that made me go, oh no, it actually is ending soon.
Who died?
Well, it was more just, we got a reveal of some big characters. Who've kind of been in play forever, but finally got to see them do something.
I hear there's another hiatus, though.
Yes, he's having surgery.
Oh dear.
But,
That's a big toss-up.
oh, it's nothing super major. I have hope. I don't want Oda to go nowhere. Where to?
Well, you know, just the sad thing that if he does end up unfortunately passing,
He's got people now.
Yeah, I mean, someone else is definitely going to have to pick up the torch, and then it's just always going to be like a comparison between the two.
Well, yeah. But if he ends up dying beforehand, I think that we won't be forced into having two-piece.
An excellent point. At the very least, you'll avoid the inevitable sequel.
Which, I don't know if he'd want to do.
I mean, Toriyama didn't want to do half the stuff that happened in Dragon Ball. Then it did.
Yeah, but they're giving him so much more freedom. At least, seemingly. Most popular thing ever made by a single person. You're hearing all the, like, for the Netflix show, they're, at least what's being said is he's like, they promised to delay it if I'm not happy with it, so, but everything's coming along good so far.
Is there actually a production company behind it, or is it Netflix?
I don't know.
Because if it's Netflix, I'm dubious of that.
Honestly, I have no idea. I've seen the one image of the Going Merry, and I didn't like it.
I guess the big question is, are we going to end up something like Cowboy Bebop or something good?
We're gonna end up something like Cowboy Bebop or something like Death Note.
I never saw Death Note or any reference to it, so I have no clue.
I have not seen any of the live action Netflix stuff at all, but I've heard the Death Note one was good.
Corners in. Oh, that tracks.
Did we end up turning off the AC, or is it off right now?
I mean, it's tuned to like 71, so it might just be 71 in the other room.
Gotcha. I want to get one of those little pucks for mine, because you can get those little things that are like, it's going to read the AC or whatever the temperature, room temperature, but it's going to read it for this puck. So wherever this puck is what temperature it's going to read at.
And I could see that, just a remote sensor.
Yeah, because like my room gets really hot, or my room gets really cold, but Asher's room gets really hot. So I'd like to just put it in his room. So just like prioritize keeping this room cold.
1 5 by 5. You know, I heard it too. I think it was just like a drop. Because the door's locked.
Yeah. Making sure that was an outside drop.
Does that just go straight down?
10, 11.
Ooh, that was satisfying. This is a peg I get to push all the way down.
This slip.
Yep. No way to get that back out, though.
You've committed to it.
Yeah, I'd have to disassemble the whole thing to get that peg out.
Well, Quinn, I'm sorry to tell you, put that peg in upside down.
I'm sorry to tell you, you brought the wrong mobile suit.
No!
Okay, this piece, and then 2.
I remember going to Toys R Us when I was a kid, all excited to get a Gundam thing, and then my parents found out that they were model kits in there, and they were like, nah, you're dumb, you're not getting one of these.
Oh, wait, what? Okay, there's 2 of these. I thought you were going to say they, like, found out what Gundam was about, and then that's why they didn't let you have it.
No, because it was, I mean, like, even then it was Gundam Wing. They didn't watch anything I watched.
I remember back when Blockbuster existed, my grandmother took me to rent a game, and I saw there was one for Jurassic Park, and you know, I just thought, oh, this is cool, I'll take this. But when we got to the cash register, the guy by the counter kind of looked at my grandma. I was like, "Are you sure you want to rent this?" And she was, "Oh yes, it's what he wants."
Was it Turok?
No. We're getting to the fun part. So I take it home and start playing it, and I'm noticing it's just like a side scroller. You play as a velociraptor and you maul people, very graphically, for as graphically as a PS1 can render it. Then my dad comes home and he sees the game. And he looks at my grandma and goes, "This is A-rated for adults only."
What is it?
It was just a Jurassic Park tie-in game. I have no idea.
But it just happened to be violent as hell?
It was rated adults only, back when those actually still happened and still got sold. Because the thing is, she saw the A rating. She thought it meant A as in, you know, A+.
The kids.
It's a good game. Yeah, so then my dad returned the game that day.
What game did you end up getting?
I don't even think I got a game. My dad was just like, "Well, you got your turn on the wild side. That's it for today."
You got to be cool for a little bit, Quinn.
If I did, I mean, I wouldn't put it past him to like just go, "Everyone made a mistake. You'll get another game." But if I did get another game, I don't remember what it was. It was not as memorable as the Jurassic Park game.
I remember before like I would be old enough to read or what anything like 4 years old, already like Dragon Ball Z and everything, right? Go to a dollar store or something, and they have like the Dragon Ball chapters as individual comics, and I grab one random one, and my parents are like, "We'll read it to you later." I'm like, "Cool, whatever." And I'm flipping through it, and I see the scene where it's the chapter where Bulma flashes Master Roshi,
Oh boy.
and I'm freaking out as a kid, just going like, just one of those like, I'm gonna get in trouble for owning this. The thing, and my parents are gonna look at this in an hour, so I go and get a Sharpie and just go, like, they're not gonna see this. They're just gonna pay no mind to it, and then they get to it and they're like, oh, and then they just keep it.
This is ours now. How old was I at the time? 6. Because the thing was, they didn't rent it to me. They technically rented it to my grandma, which I'm sure is how they rationalized it. Because they probably just still wanted to make a sale. It's just they gave it to my grandma, who then just immediately gave it to me.
Did your parents ever like?
It was the neighborhood Blockbuster. I don't think they were that stringent on who got what.
Did your parents ever go like, "Hey, you can't play Mortal Kombat," or
I never wanted to play it. So
or well, I just mean like they wouldn't go out of their way to go like,
Well-
"Hey, I saw a thing on Grand Theft Auto. You're not allowed to play that." Because my parents did that for Grand Theft Auto.
there was never a strict prohibition for games, but when I got in a fight in kindergarten, they didn't let me watch Power Rangers. I think that's the closest I got to that kind of situation.
Because you struck a pose before you kicked some teeth.
There was a fight, and the problem is, it was a fight at this very bad private school because I learned multiplication in essentially pre-K for public school, which just seemed like ahead of my time. But the head mistress was a crotchety old bitch. I got in trouble for getting in a fight, and I forget the specifics, but we got hauled in, me and the guy I was fighting with, and apparently I was maybe on the losing side, like he was beating me up, and she just goes, "Come on,
That
hit
sounded
him."
like a lie, and you know.
Well, either way, she just looks at me and looks at the other kid. It's like, "Hit him," and she told me to hit the other kid, and I just didn't. And she goes, "Hey, you stupid kid."
She failed you.
No, she said, "Oh, you stupid kid, hit him," and the other kid hit me on her direction. So, very abusive private school.
Yeah, we should find this teacher. And
Oh, she's
have her on
dead.
the-
She is deader than dirt.
we should go find her grave and.
It's probably in the backyard because their house and the school were joining properties.
Oh my god! We should go to a playground and just have fun with them.
Yeah, she was a right twat.
Look, it's an arm, and it's all been
That one. Oh, I'm glad you received the signed poster. I'm glad they went out. It's touch and go there for a little bit because we had to wait for Taka's to sign it.
I wasn't sure when, like, I thought Taka and Nick had signed them, and they just sat there for a bit, and I was like, when's Scott gonna sign it?
Whenever I pestered him enough to do it.
How many times did you have to?
I mean, because the thing is, it's like it was a stack of 80 posters, so you just have to kind of muster up the will to do it. And eventually that just came to me sitting there and going, "We're not doing anything until you sign these posters.
Is it appropriate?
You're not going to Ireland until you sign these fucking posters."
Is it appropriate to have a signature stamp?
I mean,
Is it appropriate for a lawyer to have a signature stamp?
I think it depends on just how much you end up signing. If you're only signing 1 or 2 things a day, I think you should just do it. Especially since for court documents, they allow you to sign things electronically.
Okay.
So,
But it's not shitty, or it's not like is that official? If you use a signature stamp, is that
I mean,
allowed?
Writing an X is official. You just need a mark that signifies that it's you endorse the document.
I wasn't sure if there's some weird thing where it's like it has to be used with a pen thing. A stamp is not allowed.
I I think the retort would be if you have a stamp, that your stamp is the mark. Because if they allow just a person writing an X to count as a signature, then I think a stamp is just applicable. You're applying a mark to the document to symbolize endorsement or agreement.
Gotcha.
So yes, to make a long answer short. But when it comes to like celebrities signing stuff, I do think having a stamp kind of devalues the signature.
Exactly.
But I would sympathize. I can understand a guy that has to sign 2,000 things in a day is eventually just going to resort to a stamp. Because that's what we do to people these days.
Like, I wouldn't feel bad if, like, in his later years, going up to Stan Lee at a convention, getting something signed, he has, like, one of those fancy stamps that you even roll on, so he can do it on multiple, like, on non-flat surfaces. Like, he's an old man. He doesn't need to do this 1,000 times.
Yeah. These. Is it right at the end? Yeah.
I want a pen that will track that. Just like the signature. Like that one movement. Like, and then I can put it down or put it in my pocket and it doesn't track that at all. Just so you can, like, give it to Scott or something to be able, and this is, tracks how many signatures he's done across a convention or whatever.
That would have to be very refined to remember the motion.
Yeah.
Programmers, get on it. You have one customer.
Like,
Go disrupt the signature industry.
It'd be funny. Come on. Don't you want to be funny? Look, I work for a funny company, and if I'm saying it's funny, then it has to be. That's how it works, right, Quinn?
Sure.
The lawyer for the funny company said yes. It does.
I think there is an argument to be made between a non-committal sure and an actual approval.
I have written
And
approval.
I'll take you to court. Where is that? There we are.
Have you seen that video of that one guy who was driving around and he saw one of those trailer trucks just off the side of the highway with its trailer, like, at the perfect angle that you could drive up it?
Yeah.
And he called his lawyer to be like, how much trouble would I be in if I just drove up this? And it was
I only saw, like, the cop footage of a woman driving up the same thing.
Oh, did she, like, actually, like,
yeah, no,
fly off?
she peeled up it and then got, like, at least 2 seconds of hang time before.
Oh, no, this dude
plowing
just
into the
drove
earth.
up it and then stopped, like...
Oh, no. Okay, no, this woman used it as a ramp.
No. I've seen the video of someone doing that with the little dividers at the toll thing at DFW.
Ugh. Two of these.
You can see on this one the machining marks from the what is it called? The thing that they inject the mold into, like the actual metal mold.
I think it's the mold, isn't it?
It's called, yes, but it's
Because it has the little things where the plastic comes in, they cut that off.
yes, the giant metal bricks. Yeah, you normally don't see this on the inside. These little waves. Can you see that from over there? On the inside?
Yeah.
Normally it's a smooth.
Huh. Imperfection. Quinn, have you ever sued someone?
Quinn, how many people have you sued?
0.
Quinn, how many people are you planning on suing?
I mean, it depends on how many people cross me.
Quinn, other than me, who are you planning on suing?
Anyway, no, I haven't sued anybody. When I got out of law school, I was working for a personal injury firm for a little bit, but that was just like, I was helping with their document and discovery research, so I wasn't really stepping foot in a courtroom. And then I joined TFS. And fortunately, they haven't had reason to sue anybody yet.
I've made y'all get close a few times.
Mm-hmm. Okay, should it be offset at all? So like this. All right, let's see. 2 of these. And then 2.
Here's my where it's wanting this to go.
Will
Oh,
these
okay,
be
I see.
uploaded to YouTube? Yeah, no, I usually put these on the Stream 4-Star archive channel. I don't exactly know when it'll go live, but it'll end up there.
Do you know how to... Do you ever mess with editing video stuff?
I sometimes, like for the Persona 5 streams, when I run the intro, that intro is copyrighted, so I have to cut that out. But that's really the long and short of it. If there's like a long break where I'm not doing anything, or if there's something copyright related I have to cut out, that's about as much editing as I do.
I was just gonna say maybe, and I could even just do this, just add some music behind this.
So blue on one side, red on the other. Okay, so like this.
D3. D1. He's got little individual fingies. I'm gonna get that going here in a second.
All the better to hold the weapons of mass destruction with.
All the more to stop a rocket shooting out into space, I think.
Okay, do that 4 times. Got it. I just remember that one scene in Gundam Unicorn when they're about to show up at Torrington for the fight, and he goes, "They can make their weapons work together. Why can't they work together?" And it's just like, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to make your weapons all work on the same system than to agree on your politics. Banager, which I'm sure is the point.
Menager's like the worst.
I don't hate him, but some of the stuff he does, like, I think they try to make him come off a bit too much as the naive teenager.
He's a big baby. Maneva doesn't want him.
I mean, the initial meeting is very much Maneva going like, "Dude, step
Good.
off. Personal space."
And then she tells him off for like half the movie or half the series.
It's very much Maneva's lament.
I like her. She's in a bunch of other stuff as just like the girl. I just read Moon Gundam and she was in that as the female lead. I'm not the friend that you grew up with and I'm mad and that character's mad that I'm in the scene now.
I never ended up seeing Gundam Hathaway, which I know follows up on Unicorn.
Does? Yeah.
Yeah, it does, because it's like that first episode's like, oh, there was a third unicorn class Gundam.
Oh, you're talking not Hathaway, Narrative.
Yes.
Narrative is okay. Menager shows up in it for like 2 seconds. With a silver bullet suppressor.
I always thought, I mean, because the fact is that it takes place near the end of the Universal Century, but they had different series in that same continuity happening after that, which is why the whole thing with Laplace's box kind of felt hollow. It's like, well, you're not going to stop the conflicts that come after this.
They find other reasons to fight.
Yeah, like World of Warcraft. Every single expansion ends with the Alliance and the Horde going, maybe we should stop trying to kill each other. And then the next expansion starts.
I like that sometimes it's not even Xeon, it's just some other people. Sometimes it's the Federation being dickheads.
I mean, the Federation are always
Xeons are
kind
there.
of dickheads. I mean, I thought the whole point was the fact that the Federation may not be, you know, fascist, but they are corrupt.
Yes. Have you watched Origin?
Red Comet, yeah. I really like that one. I actually recommended it to somebody to watch instead of, like, the original 70s Gundam.
Oh, I think it's for the fans, so I think you do need to watch at least those 3 movies. You don't need to watch the series.
Yeah, no.
You can watch those 3 movies.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from that, but I think the problem is for somebody who's like, because it's even for the movies, it's still old animation. So I feel like you need to put something juicy in there. And I feel like for a newcomer, you can still get what's going on, even if there's not much of a preamble as to like.
There's no Gundam in it though. Gundam is not in it.
I mean, Gundam's teased.
He's teased.
Yeah.
You get to know a lot of shit that's going on with Char and a bunch of setup for other stuff.
Okay. 4x6. Lord Vengan, thank you for the resub. 27 months.
Okay. That. And then C.
Okay. And the half shell.
B. C.
This? No, these are too small.
9.
Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. What about using the Zeta movies as an entry? I never saw Zeta, so I can't say one way or the other.
I didn't know Zeta had movies.
Maybe like it's an OVA.
I'm rewatching Zeta right now, so I can watch Double Zeta, or Zeta, I don't know what the fucking. That's what the unit is called. I don't know what that series is called. But I've heard that the second one is super lighthearted because Zeta was so dark, and then it gets super dark in the middle of it.
This? No, not this piece. Or maybe... Yeah, this piece. Who the hell called me?
Me. Wanted to know how you were doing.
You know better than to call me when I'm streaming.
Man, his arm is way longer than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, yeah, no, those fuckers can go on for days. It's a compilation film series for Zeta.
Okay.
So I imagine like the 3-parter for the original Gundam.
Just with some stuff cut out and rearranged. Look at that! And it can even go in angles. Ah. E7. I've also been playing a lot of Gundam Maxi Boost, or Gundam versus Maxi Boost On. I think
It
it
sounds like a
called.
tampon.
It is. It's a tampon that I quite enjoy because it has 35 different flavors, or 335 different flavors. Got a bunch of mobile suits in it. And I've been rocking my double divider Gundam? Man, it's actually been long enough that I can't remember. But Psycho Zaku 2. Which, have you seen Thunderbolt?
That one I saw, but only when it was like showing on Toonami Aftermath, so it's not like perfectly in there.
They showed Thunderbolt on there. That's pretty cool.
That was the one that was like
Jazz and
and they had the two special Gundams, one that was stolen, the other was not. No, that's Stardust. Never mind.
yes,
Then no, I haven't seen
which
that.
I just saw that recently for the first time and picked up the GPO2. I love him. That's the one that's stolen.
Yeah, the one with the big fat gun.
The big fat gun, the giant shield, and giant shoulder jets, and the nuclear weapon.
All right, how is this supposed to look? So, on the bottom, that doesn't line up. Is there supposed to be a gap?
Did I grab the wrong piece?
Looks like it.
A 1922.
Alright, that looks about it. I'm worried about, there's an apparently intentional gap here, which I think is weird.
Is that how it is on the box?
Yeah, I can't tell on the box. They have all these little tiny pieces making the soil. And it's around the
Oh.
rim here. It looks like there's supposed to be a gap between the two pieces. I just think it's weird. But I don't know how it's supposed to finally look, so who am I to judge?
Yeah, there were a lot of times where I was building like this one the high grade new Gundam that I was like, this doesn't seem like it's supposed to work this way, and then just 2 steps later, it all makes sense.
All right.
And
I always love it when I'm nearing the end of a set and you can start seeing what pieces are still to go instead of it just being massive piles.
exactly.
Though I'm sure somebody out there would just say, you need to sort them before you build them. And I'm like, if it was a massive mound of them, I could get that, but it wasn't that bad to manage.
Have you ever seen those cool little Lego sorters that are just like the holes in different sizes?
No, I can imagine that though, just like when you're sorting coins.
Yeah, and it's just like a little tray stacked with different holes, and you just shake it.
Yeah. Okay, so it's supposed to be these. Exactly. Sorting them is for the weak. So saith Lord of Endgame, who should know, for he lords over the end of games.
Quinn doesn't want the sortie. He wants to stay home.
I'll Sally out, but I want Sortie out. Because Sally knows what she did. Come on.
I know there's a fictional character named Sally. And I'm blanking on it.
I'm sure somewhere in fiction,
In fiction, there's
there
a Sally.
is one Sally.
There's more than one. At least there's promised out there. There's more than one Sally. And I can't think of her. It's not popping in my head.
Yeah, deserves to be forgotten, maybe. Really? Of all the pieces to not have, it's that? Okay, there's one. Am I gonna really be missing one piece from this fucking pot? Okay.
Is
nope.
it the gold piece?
No, it's these little tiny single pieces that kind of round off the edges that blend very well into the table.
You don't.
Fortunately, I found it. Cross
4. Getting a little ahead of myself. I want to get these all out, so I have to pick this up again. And I got my hair cut just in time for summer, just so I can get these bangs and trap all the heat in.
So now,
Over here, like
that's
this.
interesting. What's that tracks? Okay. 1 of these and 12 of these. And severe thunderstorm warning for Dallas County.
It's gonna be a fun drive home.
Yep. This may be the last time you see me.
I recall.
Because Texas drivers suck at driving during bad weather.
Yes.
And I'm one of them.
How often have you seen people, like during hailstorms, actually park underneath passageways?
I'm rarely out driving, so I can't say I've seen them. I saw one guy like try to put a tarp over his car while it was hailing. Clearly did not go well. Like, he didn't die, but
He died trying to put that tarp on.
yeah, no. The car still got dented, and so did his head.
The car is still there. We have not found him.
Okay, actually, I didn't check. Where did you want me to put this? Okay, all the way down this side.
Oh. Big ol' wasp.
Oh, lovely.
Came out of fucking nowhere, too. We've been sitting here for like 2 hours.
I mean, it's probably been in the ceiling. Ugh. Not gonna enjoy that.
Have fun with that little buzz going around.
Magnesium, thank you for gifting a sub.
Thank you for gifting a sub to the wasp.
Yeah, it was probably in the roof and the rain drove it out. Probably need to re-ups a lot of the bug traps in here anyway. Oh, the worst thing is it's going to be drawn to the light.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So I don't know if it was Vsauce who put out a video recently on it or something, but apparently they're not drawn to the light. They use like the sun as an anchor point or something for how they move across things, and this being it bright enough, it re-anchors them. So whenever they're spinning around it, it's just like they literally can't get out of the sphere.
I'll have to keep that in mind when we turn the lights off.
Computer's kicking up.
And there it goes.
Wanted to get it out of the way, but that's one whole runner done. There we go. And then F.
Oh, Magnesium, thank you for gifting another sub to Obsidian Witch.
Oops.
Hope things are going well for you,
Witch.
Obsidian Witch.
Enjoy that sub.
Alright, now put these all on the pot. Matching green to green.
Quinn. When are we getting those Quinn themed emotes?
Whenever I get to the point where I actually ask people for stuff.
Ask them for ideas for Quinn themed emotes.
I mean, I know I can turn that, like, objection one into something.
Definitely could. I think you could even just take the face that, because Bracky just has you drawn up like that for thumbnails, right? You could just even take the head for that.
I mean, yeah, there's the head he drew for me ages ago when I got one of those avatars that we used for, like, Podcast Pod Show and whatnot.
Yeah. Has your hair changed all that much?
No, there's slightly less of it. Dragon Kuras, thank you for the raid.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Building some Lego and some Gundam.
The pot's done.
Oh, so now there you have your
Yeah, and then you stick the flowers into the different holes, and you cover
Okay.
the whole thing up with the bags of soil.
Oh, Quinn, it's an office policy that we can't have pot in the office, so I'm going to need you to leave with that.
That's rich coming from you.
I know, right?
Deliciously
I
rich.
follow that. I don't bring it into the office. It's just always outside of
No,
the
you
office.
don't use it at all. Here in this God.
Well, I didn't say use at all.
state,
I didn't say use.
You don't have any.
I've seen it places. Looks pretty when I see it on the street.
And Dragon Caress, thank you for the 78-month resub. I just don't know if I want to go into the next bag. I mean, let's see. What else do you want me to build now?
Are you saying go ahead and call it?
I mean, no. I just don't know how much more of this I want to do tonight. It is 7:30.
Okay.
It means we've been streaming for about an hour and 15 minutes. All right.
That makes sense.
Well, wait a minute. Where are these pieces
I
from?
want to at least get this home done.
Oh, bag 3. I might be able to still do bag 3 before 8 o'clock. Oh,
Let's
did
hear
you
it for
know
bag
in its
3.
natural habitat, the bird of paradise can reach 7.5 feet in height?
It has a vertical leap of that high? That's crazy. I didn't even know plants could do that.
I mean, it's a bird. Ah. Okay, I should be able to do this. It looks like it's just the initial stems. So it shouldn't be too hard, knock on wood.
Just trying to get this polycap turned. There we go. I could have done that.
Oh, there's why the gap is there, because you fill it in.
Is there another piece that goes in there?
Yeah, no, there's like an inside curved piece. Wait, this is bag 3?
Fell out of my thumb. There we go. Da-da-da. J. Silent B. Trying to make sure I don't bring my arms too close to this. You can throw those on the floor if you want.
I want to show people how far I've come.
The trash is part of the build.
Yeah.
The
This isn't sorting. This is just making sure no pieces get lost in the shuffle.
I'm specifically not sorting.
Yeah.
This is
do
just
not tell
organized.
people I
chaos.
sort. I can wait.
I will lose my
16.
lawyer's degree if you tell them I sort.
Actually, they probably respect that.
Do not tell my kids that I sort.
Wait, the hornet stopped buzzing.
A hornet. That's
I
found
wonder
a
where
new
that.
home.
Yeah, I wonder where that thing ended up. Then terrified to look up and find out.
Yeah, I'm always scared to like. When I know there's a bug present like that, I'm scared to like
Lose track of it.
lose track of it, go around a corner, and disturb it, and it gets all mad at me.
Yeah, no. So my biggest problem with them is that I can recall a specific childhood memory where my dad had me water the plants outside with a hose, and of course it was just I was like a child, so it was very much just here's the hose, just go spray the plants with it because it just kept me busy.
Were they in the hose?
No, it wasn't that bad. That would have been horrifying. But as I was spraying the plants, it eventually got to the point where I could. I'm not sure if it was a hornet or a bee or what, but I could see just a big black speck fly out, follow the hose to my head, and then sting me right in my temple.
I was very lucky with my experience. I went to my friend's door, and they had a nest right on the door frame that they had just built. And I just
Ugh.
went like real annoying, like, and then
Ugh.
just flew down. It didn't sting me, but it bit me.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because like it came down on me real quick, and then it left a big whelp, but it wasn't like it didn't like rear up its thing or anything.
3 pieces. Six of these.
I'll probably have its arm done. Very tiny. We want to go home.
All right, fine.
Have you been to the new HEB yet?
No, I've been to a HEB over
But
in
not the Dallas one yet?
No, I was over camping near Grosbeck, and there was an HEB in Mahia, which I called Mexia because that's how it's spelled, and I thought that was funny. So I've been in a somewhat local HEB, at least more local than the ones in Houston, but haven't been to the Dallas one yet.
Cool Dallas one.
Okay, so how do you want me to put these in? So, facing me like this. Put a blue one, dead center. Dead center. Okay.
Dies into it.
Here. Yeah, this is probably going to look bad because from the camera on, this is hidden by the lip of the pot, and from the top down, it's just me coloring holes.
But I could angle the camera.
I don't think it's worth the effort. It's just going to be the part of the build that's just not that appealing to the eyes. One, two, three, four. 3. What the hell are those? Black? Okay, here we go. Ah, they're hinges. You can bend the flowers around. But there's only 2 of them. There we go.
Go much further in.
Robowind, thank you for the 15-month resub.
Very much appreciated, Warble.
All right, pay step 69. Okay, I'm actually gonna have to bring this a bit closer because there are a lot of tiny pieces. We'll count
Here we go.
4. Let's see. 4 of these. 2 of these. Black joints. Okay, 1 black, 1 green. 4 of these.
There he is.
Oh wow, why does it even need legs?
There is kind of a version
Making
that's
crab
fatter
walk.
that has just arms and stubby legs.
Okay, so that's all of that.
Oh, that might have to glue some of this together.
Nope, wrong one.
He's looking good. Now the feet, them legs, but I want to do the hips first. So,
Oh,
see.
before I forget, Stefan wanted me to put, well, I suggested it, but Stefan would like his camera on my desk, just so it's split apart from the set.
Sure.
Let me wrap this up. Okay, so then the blue one.
I was also thinking of staying a little late and setting up the stuff for tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. The thing we're doing tomorrow.
I had almost forgotten about it.
So did I.
Stefan brought it up.
Here's the connector.
That thing we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah,
That
it's
cool thing.
super special, unique thing we're doing. Where did the stem go? There it is.
Got a cool big new toy to work with. I mean, I can say we got a green screen.
Yep.
Got a new big green
Another green screen. Okay, so that bends. Oh, okay. That should have gone in like
goes
that.
sideways.
Should have gone like this.
Like this?
Does that? That goes in like this.
What's a slot there?
The first stem.
It's finally growing, Quinn. All your hard work.
Yeah, I could always set out a green thumb. No, it's a different thing we're doing. It's not the commentary. It's the known as the thing that they're doing. Each one of these stems is going to be wholly unique. I both like that and hate it. Because it means I have to be more attentive. Can't just turn my brain off and do...
You can't get in a groove.
Yeah, I can't do what I did when I was making the edges of the pot.
Well, these are kind of loose. How the fuck are you going to line up?
And then I got a green hinge.
I'm going to try to figure out on the other side.
It'd be interesting if I could get to the point where it's like, it just looks like the bird of paradise hasn't bloomed yet.
come back the next one and finish it off before
Yeah.
starting the next thing.
And come back the next time and it blooms.
Just had to give it some time, guys.
Yeah, it's a summer flower. Jeez, must be some wind if it's knocking on the door like that.
Came out of nowhere, for real.
I mean, it was starting to get overcast, and I guess I shouldn't have been surprised. I was watching. Because there was like a line of planes at the Addison airport trying to get out. I guess they were just trying to get ahead of the storm.
I'm getting mad at you. What do you want to do?
Oh, this one's just straight up.
There we go. Fuck.
That's 5.
There's its hips. Like to bounce around. Is that our neighbors?
Yeah, no, I heard it too. I'm not sure where it came from.
Every now and again, you can hear through our walls, which
And I'm
makes
sure
us,
we sound great.
yeah, it makes me feel bad because we are definitely. You've heard the commentary recordings.
Yeah. I mean, fortunately, those at least aren't up against a neighboring wall. Sometimes I watch a loud video and I feel bad for the people on the other side of the office. Like the old gaming room, that was against the neighbor's wall.
Little backpack. Look at that. Now he's got 2 different colors on. Or I guess 3.
Got a dump truck.
Laying there now. Okay. Feet.
Goes here.
I need a.
I don't want to
Why not?
twist it or I'll lose the perspective. So I've been watching clips of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
The new one?
No, the original one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I just admire Uncle Phil. Feel like he had a lot of pressure put on him. Trying to succeed in that kind of world, raising 3 kids, and then a 4th one shows up. Still got to be a good dad, pretty much to him too. I haven't watched episodes. I've watched clips.
You've never watched an episode?
Not intentionally, no.
Okay.
So maybe I'm just picking. I'm
entirely different. From
yeah, just cherry picking the ones that cast Uncle Phil in a good light. Because of
Uncle
course,
Phil being wholesome for 17 minutes straight.
I mean, it's like Uncle Phil being a dad for 17 minutes, so it's not entirely biased. But of course, the one where he like supports Will after his dad walks out on him again is very much the popular one.
Did you know in the recording he just broke down and he
That one seems to be apocryphal, but you can somewhat hear a background cry, which I think is from a co-star.
Yeah, I can't believe someone had to line read him a cry.
All right, now, Will, you're sad. Your dad just walked out on you, and you're sad.
You're gonna cry like a big baby.
You say that, and it makes it sound like bitch.
Yeah.
I ain't no bitch.
I didn't have a dad, so I don't know what it's. When will you be my dad?
No,
Oh.
I'm not ready to be a father. Too much responsibility.
D? 7?
Plus, I'm already trying to manage all you kids.
D? 7? What the fuck's going on here? 13. Okay.
That one I heard too.
Yeah,
Definitely sounds like someone's singing.
I thought that was the beginning of a siren for a moment. Someone like calling out to a cat.
Mm. Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me. Am I the dad of TFS now? Not really.
You're definitely the
It just
parental guardian of TFS.
Yeah, that I'll take. I feel like dad has too many connotations. I'm not comfortable with that kind of responsibility, but I'll make it my job.
Literally.
This goes here.
13 again. What?
There it is. You're the lawyer, which is basically a legal guardian in the literal sense. Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I have to get Quinn to look at something every time before I download it.
Especially the porn.
Quinn, do you think this is tasteful?
But I'm glad he asked, so I have to be supportive.
And I go, thanks. That's what I was looking for.
I'm not sure how well it shows up on that camera, but this is what I've got so far.
Here, put this behind it for that view. I mean, it works. That's just funny.
I was just using my hand before. Because, yeah, surprise, surprise, it just disappears into the wood.
15, 17.
Alright, now I've got to add leaves to this bitch. 1, 2, and then one big green one, which is here.
Two. I'm gonna get a whole shelf of Lego plants going.
Oh, great. 6 big leaves.
6 big leaves.
Is this going to be a desk piece? I'm thinking if I have room on my desk and looks like it doesn't take up that much real estate, I think this is going on my desk.
Is that where you have the Statue of Liberty?
Statue of Liberty, Capitol Building's too wide. That's why I put it down there.
I have the Zagok Commander type that goes with this, so I might put it with that and try to make a diorama.
Okay, so it goes. Oh wait,
see
this is
here.
wrong. And these are the leaves I need.
Five.
Who will be the first person to end up accidentally watering it? Nobody. Nobody takes care of shit in this office
Yeah.
except Tyler, and he
Yep.
doesn't take care of plants.
Yeah. I think if a plant were to come into the office, it would have been mine.
Yeah. This is the kind of office where someone can leave the toilet unflushed for 2 weeks, and it's sometimes Scott.
And yeah. Not to say that happens.
I know it's happened. It did not help during quarantine. I had to pop in here just to make sure no one had to like use the voice booth and then the bathroom, and then left the bathroom unflushed for months.
Okay.
Because boy, letting it mellow for 3 months really helps the aroma.
I just can't imagine. Are you just in a big rush? Just in a Discord call? I just gotta get back there.
No, I can imagine it just being, if you have ADHD,
You just don't flush at home.
No, I imagine if it's not muscle memory and your mind's already on something else, then you're just gonna walk out of the room. Hopefully after
But why
washing
wouldn't
your hands.
why wouldn't it be muscle memory?
I don't know.
The only reason I think it wouldn't be is if you have a toilet with a walk-away sensor at your house.
I don't know how people live. I just know I flush every time I walk out.
We're gonna go experiment, figure out how people live.
If I don't flush after walking out of the bathroom, it's because the house is one of my is of my enemy. I want them to deal with it. Okay. Yeah, put them together and 4 on each. What is your favorite grunt/mass-produced mobile suit? Probably gonna direct that more at you than me, because the only one I know that's mass-produced is the Zaku, and I know the Earth Federation came in later with their own generic brand, but I don't even know the name of it.
The GM.
Oh well,
Based off of like the first battle data of the original
Gundam.
Gundam, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a GM. There's the Jesta, I think, or the God, what are they called in fucking
Vesta, maybe? Only because
Jesta? I think it's J something. They're in unicorn.
Is it the one that strike team uses as part of Londo Bell? Because I just saw a clip of that one too, because I like that moment where they stormed the Cheyenne complex, and there were a bunch of comments talking about those mobile suits. Jigen? Jigen was the one that popped in chat.
I think so.
Jigen does sound familiar.
But mass produced. Was it Zaku
Jestas
3?
are those special op suits from Unicorn. So Jesta and then Jigen. I think Jesta is the more special version though, not the mass-produced one.
I would have to say if the Zaku 3 was mass produced. I can't remember if that ended up. I wasn't sure if that was a smaller unit or if it was full, whatever.
Jigen's with the regular issue suit, so Jestas are special. Yeah, kept the jaw.
But you'd say Zaku?
Zaku's the only one I know, so it kind of just wins by default. And certainly iconic.
What's your favorite kind of Zaku? There's commander types. There's the 4 or 5 high mobility ones, like Johnny Ridden used. There's Psycho Zaku.
I mean, the Psycho frames are always a bit top, just because they're cooler. But
They're always super cool.
The fact that you have the Zaku, especially when they don't have swords, they have axes.
Yeah, they have heat hawks.
The red one that goes faster. That's pretty much that. I sympathize with Lord of Endgame.
It is faster.
All right, so now I take smaller ones. Okay.
I have 2 GM strikers at my house that I like. I have one that I've painted up custom, and then one that's just sitting there pretty. Oh, wait, no, it does go that way.
I thought the gun tank was kind of cool, but that wasn't really mass produced, was it? I just like the idea of something that's like, well, we don't really care if this thing has good mobility. We just want it to have big fuck off guns.
I think it was.
I'm not sure if it was like as much as the Gigans were mass produced. It was definitely a variant.
I fucked up. It's cause I fucked up, Quinn.
Oh no.
I could just make the other foot. This one can be for that foot.
Left foot, right foot,
Right
left foot,
foot,
left foot.
What are the lyrics to the Gritty?
Fuck around, find out. I don't know. I was just going with like the Family Guy song after the apocalypse, Y2K apocalypse, to not date the episode. Lord of Endgame, you never saw a Gundam. You're missing out. That's probably what everyone would say. Alright, let me just put these together.
I like a Gundam.
I'm a bit of a Gundam fan myself.
Right? I like a Gundam. This feels like it's not the right one, the right side. But if I put it over here, oh, now that does. Okay, never mind.
Guntank's design philosophy was literally, we don't have time to transition to mobile suits. Let's just slap the parts we have on tank parts for now.
I really like the design of the Origin gun tank.
Yeah, no, that was really cool. Like that, you can tell how that was kind of the in-between for Xeon.
It's like how everything. I love a ton of the Origin prototype suits. I have I don't know if it showed up in the anime or anything, but I got a kit of the Dom's prototype, and it's so slim, but you can see where its chest would get barreled later in its design and everything.
Okay, one blue one.
And then this rocks down like this. We're gonna put that like that. And like this. Is this facing forward or back? No, I'm looking at it. This sucks. I think, okay. Yeah, I definitely messed this part up. Wait, no, I didn't. I'm so mad. This leg is throwing me for a loop.
All right.
Okay, if I have it on like that, that should sit like this. This piece going forward like that. Ugh. Trying to get under this sucks.
I'm trying to remember if I saw Gundam Wing first or Gundam Seed first.
Did you watch Double O?
Yeah, I saw Double O when Sci-Fi was still had their anime block, but it was definitely because I remember it was back when Cartoon Network still had a late night Friday block where they showed kind of not exactly adult rated anime, but it was teen oriented, and Gundam Seed was one of them. I feel like I actually saw Seed first because Gundam Wing had already finished its run.
I don't think I've seen any Seed. I try to.
It's not exactly good.
I don't. From everything I didn't like Wing. For the most part, it really just seems like maybe just stick to the UC.
Like, I mean, Seed is definitely the most teen anime of the group. It has a love triangle. I mean, well, that's not especially specific to Wing, but it's definitely, it feels like it's just trying to be a lesser UC Century. Because it has the same colonies versus the Earth War, guy in the mask.
Man in the mask.
Yeah. As required by law.
They all have to have them, the Shark clones.
I mean, what was the video that was just like, but first he has to beat me. No, you're copying me. No, you're copying me. No, you're all copying me. It just cuts between the different Shark clones from all the different series.
Is that from someone's abridged series?
I don't think it's from an abridged series. It was basically it's basically if you were to make an abridged summary of all of Gundam that existed at the time it was made. I like how Iron-Blooded Orphans had someone in the mask, but it was just like, hey, aren't you that guy? He's like, oh shit, you found me out. The mask was good for all of a day. All right. Just put these in.
This ended up being a lot more frustrating than I thought. You beat me, Quinn.
I mean, I've still got to put the flowers on. I've got one more bag before I get to the soil.
He's beaten me.
I haven't beaten you. I'm sure if I opened up this bag number 4, I'd be at this for another hour at least. I'm waffling on whether or not I want to do that right now.
You could.
I could.
You get a flower.
I get more than a flower. Let's see, it's already 8:12. We've been streaming for 2 hours. How much ability do I have to adjust this? Not a lot. I adjust the stem. And then the tilt, and only left and right.
See, that one cover just does not want to stay on.
So you can see more from the top view just how much real estate this thing takes up. All right, let's see here. Actually, oh, a lot more flower and a lot more leaves too. I can see. Yeah, so essentially, bag 3 was this half of the pot. Bag 4 is the flowers, and this half of the pot.
Gotcha.
That's why it looks. That's why this half the thing isn't even filled in.
Well, I only have a leg to go, and then covers if I want to use them.
Magnesium, thank you for gifting another sub to Ace Mage.
That was his intended dragon. His feet suck.
Oh yeah, no, those toes definitely have to be glued.
Yeah.
Though maybe when he has 2 legs to hold his weight, it won't be as bad.
I love this angle that his arms can go in. Like, look how extreme that is. He's got a big rocket right here. All right, you gonna do it? You gonna go in a little bit? You want to go as far as my finishing a leg, or do you want to call it here?
I feel because the thing is, if I'm gonna do another bag, I want to finish the bag, because otherwise I just have a whole bunch of loose pieces.
Okay.
So doing this will probably take another 30 minutes because I'm putting in at least 2 more leaves and then all the flowers.
I could do more.
Because this is just soil. I mix it in with one bag and then dump it in the base. So honestly, that's probably gonna make me. This is gonna make me the most afraid. I might not do this on camera. I just can put this on my desk before I pour in the soil, because that's the thing that's gonna spill everywhere when I pick this up.
I could go another 30 minutes.
All right.
Because if I get done with the foot, then I can start detailing.
It's open. We're
Here we
doing
go.
this.
All right, A. 1. We will complete these today, Quinn. And I will bring in something cool next week or something.
I guess I'll finally not have an excuse. I'll have to bring in the Kshatriya. Either that or another giant bouquet of flowers.
I will go get you the Kshatriya this week.
That'll be the first model I built since I was like 12, when I built the Russian Gundam from G Gundam.
Really?
Yeah, no,
Do you
that was
still have that? Bring it
Probably
in.
not. It's either somewhere in my closet or it was lost when I moved.
There's no grade high or no grade master grade things, or no grade 1/100th sales.
I think so. It was like this big
Yeah.
for the camera, that big. In fact, yeah, just about that big. So you could take you could, like in the anime, take the shoulder pad off to
Put on the fist.
to put on the whip, because it was like a mace. He would
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he would take out his like beam saber, but instead of igniting his sword, he would jam it into his shoulder and take it out and be like a big mace.
They just made one of those guys the fancy high grade. Like, I want a tequila Gundam. It would be cool.
The most racist Gundam of them all.
You say racist. Those are Bionicle parts.
Yeah, no, I mean, these weren't exactly unique to Bionicle. They were good axles. Cars, too.
Because I see those little red pluses, and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry, flail. I'm not that familiar with medieval weaponry. Sometimes a mace, sometimes a flail.
Sometimes I'm flailing. Sometimes
Yeah, I guess
get
the mace
when
would
I'm
be if
flailing.
it didn't extend into like a whip. If it was stuck on the handle, it would be a mace. Let's see.
Did you know they made a Devil Gundam model kit?
A what Gundam?
Devil Gundam?
Oh yeah, I always remember that as the Dark Gundam.
That was or Dark Gundam, whatever. I was like,
I watched the dub. It's Dark Gundam.
I was like, I can't remember if I'm saying it weird or Dark Gundam. That's right, because it's Burning Gundam.
With the help of KOJ.
My dumb fuck brother.
Well, this is gonna lead somewhere good. Am I missing a piece?
They just came out with a
No, I need 5.
a real grade God Gundam. I might pick that up. Not stupid expensive.
Oh, there's some lightning. Okay.
Is that lightning or is that a plane?
Well, I mean, that's definitely thunder.
Yeah, I hear that hitting it now.
Oh, that means the wind's coming in from the north. No, that would be west.
And the horde's coming in from.
We put the wall up to keep them out.
I put the wall down so the Taco Bell guy could get through. Or the Uber Eats guy.
Damn it, that drawbridge isn't for the Taco Bell guy. That's for drugs and women.
I know, but it's so hard to get on the other side of, and it's so poked up on.
But that's why we got
drugs and women.
DoorDash. Damn it, Tyler.
That's why I
You've
have,
compromised national security.
I have Moat Dash.
Oh yeah, no, it's sitting in the garage door.
We got 30 minutes till we can.
Yeah, if we hadn't done this, we could have hopped in our cars and left.
Actually, on that, I'm gonna double check it. Shit's rolled up.
It looked like it was.
Okay, cool. It is.
Good. So this and this, and then 2 hinges. Black hinges? Black hinges.
Well, the car that you just got, is this only your second car?
Yep.
Okay.
The Volvo I had lasted me from 2010 to 2023.
That makes me feel bad about having as many cars as I've had.
That's
But they've had issues.
And that Volvo was very reliable. I just got to the point where it felt like I was spending at least $1,000 every other year to get something fixed. And I thought, well, why not get something new?
You could afford it. Also, like, probably a lot better on mileage. Just having to pay insurance might go up and
Yeah. The insurance was a discount, especially since I signed up for the monitoring service where they can track your location and tell you how good of a driver you are.
Is that through your app or is that a thing you're putting in?
And you had a choice. I did my phone, which was the wrong choice because it drains the battery. And honestly, I think it's not that accurate because every time it tells me every time I drive home, I brake hard twice. I'm like, I'm not braking hard. I'm just stopping. Is that my phone jostling that you're detecting?
Are you done?
30 red? No, not even close. It wants me to put 30 red pieces together to make some stems. I think this is all of them. 2, 3, 7.
Come on, snap together.
And
There we go. Well. Did you see the Gundam Hello Kitty crossover?
no, I did not.
Where Hello Kitty gets shot with like a beam, and then turns out Hello Kitty's got a particle field or whatever.
Did it have the same, like, the specific swing noise that happens when the shields come up?
Well, like, it was like a particle shield thing where it's like
Ah.
invisible or whatever. It just like dissipates or it hits Hello Kitty and just goes away or like fades or something. I can't remember. But Hello Kitty gets shot with a beam rifle. There's also Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty's a new type.
Hello Kitty is a new type. Hello Kitty was. Just
How does
looking
that
for
how does
friends.
that affect Xeon Daigun's theories? Yes, even cats can evolve in space.
Well, what if Lucifer was also a new type, and that's why he didn't like Ramba Ral? Because he knew the pain that Ramba Ral would inflict upon Sayla later in life.
Maybe.
Nothing.
Okay, so this goes there. Let's do it again. This time with 10.
Which, like, have you seen the original Gundam?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I know the loose plot about White Base escaping Industrial 7. No, that's Industrial 7's...
Side 7.
Yeah. Industrial 7's Unicorn.
Have you... So you don't know, like, spoiler, how Ramba Ral dies?
No, I do not.
Okay.
6.
Very fun. I'm going to turn my phone over just in case it's viewable.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's the name of the brute zombie? The big meathead. Minerva's father.
Dozel.
Dozel zombie.
He's awesome. Like, genuinely, like, probably the best person out of the zombies.
Oh yeah, he's definitely the kind of guy who's like, if you're a part of my own, I'm actually not a bad guy.
Yeah.
I found it funny when after one of the battles in the Red Comet series, how he was like trying to rationalize all the people he killed.
Crying on his wife's shoulder.
Thank goodness I have this little girl to make me rationalize all my genocide away.
Thank God I stole one of my students away from their academic course.
All right. 6, 7, 8. Well, hopefully the bird poop's getting washed off my car. So I did park it under a tree, so I set myself up for failure.
Got bird poop on my car too, like right by my door handle.
These damn birds.
They hate people of the internet.
Yeah, they're real shitters.
Shitsters.
Shysters.
Okay, so I want that one to face this way. And I want it to go in the goddamn thing. Okay, so flip it and have it go this way.
I'm making the flowers. Finally.
Flowers?
Okay, how many of these do I need?
I love flowers. What they smell like, Quinn?
Plastic.
Hot injection mold.
And one's always missing. Eld again, thank you for the 7-month resub. Or re-upping Promenade Mirror's sub gift to you. Right. 1, 2. Pinched my thumb. What fun.
You did it for fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
Well, Quinn?
Now, can he stand up on his own?
And
That's
his
the test.
leg armor slot into place. Yes, he can.
Huzzah!
Look, everybody. It's my friend. Now I'm going to make little covers for his hands. He's going to sit back like that so you can see.
Wait, what? Oh.
Hand off real quick. Hand off.
Whoops. That should all be facing.
Oh, wow.
Oh boy, gonna be a pretty light show tonight. If we suddenly cut out without a sign off, you'll know the power will have gone out. Which isn't frequent, but can happen.
Happens every now and then.
This should be the right color. Where is there not another red hinge? It has to be. You've been doing this so well. There it is. First.
Okay, yeah. So instead of an arm, I can have him like that. Where he's got the covering.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I need 3 of these. 2, 3.
Well, this end.
That is then this. Then that. Missing something.
And honestly, that's how I wanted to display him. So I could have saved a lot of time just doing that.
I mean, there's something to be said about having them with all of its pieces.
I will just bag them and put them away for later.
Or you can make like a whole set piece with them being actively removed. You could put them on a stand nearby.
I can make it look like there's others coming out of the sea.
Yeah. Ah, clicked it. That,
Where are these little booster parts going? Oh, okay. I see.
that popped right off. Oops. Oh, wait. So that goes in the last one? Oh, it goes in the second one. Why are you putting that here? Oh. What?
There we go. Now he's entirely done.
Okay, now that's supposed to go in the second slot.
Other than doing stickers.
Okay. 3 these.
that. Never covered.
Moved one. I guess this counts as sorting. Fair enough. I'll take the L on that one. I do sort when it's intricate pieces like this.
It's lighting up in the stream. No one's here. They didn't see it.
Actually, 10 more people are here than the last time I looked. Okay, got that, got that, got these.
They don't count.
Need these. So, that on top of that. Then white on top of that. Then the hinge, perpendicular to the hinge.
God, it's all scrunched up. Some long stickers really suck. There we go.
Well, there goes that endorsement deal.
Think Bandai's gonna sponsor us?
A man can dream.
I'd love it.
We have gotten emails from them. Well, Bandai America.
Well, once they say, like, hey, we're gonna send you over some model kits. And not just like, hey, here's a free copy of a Dragon Ball Z game. Or you wanna be in Xenoverse 2? Like, no, okay. Fuck you, leave.
Oh boy,
Give us the
that's
model
gonna
kit.
come back to haunt us. I know it.
Give us something we want, like model kit.
As the person that ends up fielding that stuff, I could easily say it if I wanted to.
There's a person who never sees any of those emails.
And so that
Hello.
one bends out. And there are my birds of paradise. Not finished, of course, at least the flower's done.
You got the A flower done.
So, put one here. Put one here. One there. Maybe I'll make that one droop a bit. No, that's way too straight edge. Don't do that. Doesn't look natural.
I hate how I keep seeing how low I actually am on camera. I'm sorry. Stickers I gotta do so close to my face. Oh wow.
Okay, what's next? Stems, some more leaves. Okay, yeah, I'm making them like last time. So let me just double check. Is back. So step 5 is just filling it with soil. Though it never needs water, an occasional dusting is recommended. I hope they're referring to the actual figure and not the bird of paradise itself.
You will occasionally need to buy these dust Legos to drop on it.
Well, I mean, if you dust it near the base, you'll send this stuff flying. Okay. What do I need here? So 4. Okay, so you want me to only put
Oh my god, my phone is blowing up. What the hell's happening? Okay. Now just sticker it up, I guess. Figure out where all this really is. I like the real grades because they have like a sticker map on the back. Oh, it wants me to put this up there on his head.
Wow, it is really coming down.
Yeah. I might ask you to lock the door behind me so I don't have to
Yeah, I got you.
stand there.
You know what? I can't wait. I can't wait to see the person that comments on this saying they're not doing anything. They're just building stuff. I'm just like, this entertainment is not for you, sweetheart.
Sorry. I just wanted to come up here and relax with Quinn and maybe build.
I don't get why people do that. It's like if the entertainment is so antithetical to your definition of entertainment, then guess what? It's just simply not for you.
I'm just not the flavor for you, baby.
Okay, 2 joint, 1 more.
Was it wanting these red ones for here? I'm not doing that. I'd much rather paint these areas.
There we go.
There's not really... I can. And have you ever done this part?
No.
I really
Yeah,
like
no,
this
the
part.
Russian one came pre-colored and didn't have any detail work to recommend. It did have stickers.
So this one barely has anything, like these little circles right here.
Magnesium, that is a good point. We could have had TFS beats going, because at least we own that.
Oh yeah.
Lesson learned. At this point, if we turned it on, we'd be turning it off just 10 minutes later.
Next time though.
Yeah. Okay, you need 2 of these, so... Nope. Nope. There we go.
I like using a fountain pen to do my detail stuff.
Push this further away so it's not casting shade.
Like most of the stuff Quinn does.
Ha 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 ha. I knew you were gonna say that. The second the word shade left my lips. I mean, someone's gonna call me on that.
If it was me, I took the opportunity.
Come on.
Oh. You can still just put it in there and it'll flow over to it, but fountain pen gives you so much more control.
I guess it also helps for us that we have the sound of the rain outside, so we have our white noise.
Yeah, between that and the AC,
Yeah, it's noisy enough in here. It's just the mics aren't picking any of it up.
Yeah.
All right.
I can blow directly into the mic to simulate it.
I'm sure that'll sound great. This is NPR.
Maybe I should get the camp for next, just to complete this set. But I'd also love the Alex, the Gundam from War in the Pocket.
Isn't that the one that also has the weird fucked up arms?
I don't think
Or
it's
maybe
weird fucked up.
yeah,
arms.
no, I think I'm thinking of the one from the Torridon attack in Unicorn. Yeah, no. When they first attacked Torrington, there was a mobile suit that showed up that was Earth Federation, but had real fucked up arms. For some reason, I can just remember the ones with the fucked up arms. Go figure.
Alex is the one that wore the big armor that fell off.
Yeah.
They recently came out with a high grade of it that has like the armor and then like a layered armor thing that looks like it's being built onto. Well,
Yeah, I know. I'm reaching across now. Bird's eye view is practically shot. There we go. Okay. That's it. All I have to do is then just add
foil?
Yeah, add the dirt, which I might do off camera. Because I cannot there's no perspective that's gonna look good here for you guys. I can't from this angle, all you see is the leaves. From top down, it looks like this. You wouldn't see me put in the dirt anyway. So I guess I'll just spend a little time tending to the plant.
Well, I'm done.
Then I think we're pretty much done.
Well, it ended up very good because like you finished right as I finished. That looks really cool.
Yeah, I like it. 1,200 pieces. Yeah, hold on, I can. Ugh, too close.
Birds of paradise.
Did something happen with Terrandicta? Not dead, but they keep updating the game, and in fact, the last time I played it, the Project Exodus run was bugged. So, I may bring that back at some point. I'm trying to get back into streaming now that my internet's not fucked up. So that's why I'm hoping to do the Breakers stream tomorrow. And I only had about 6 extra pieces. Ugh. And does it look? Does it compare? This needs to go down one. Yeah, they all need to be kind of like sharp angles, but not flat. I can turn this one that way, this one more this way. Can't really do much with that.
That's way bigger than I thought it would be. I don't know how.
Like this Seems like a couple of these leaves looked a bit different in the picture. There we go. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us for the Zen build stream. I'll hopefully be not on camera, but streaming tomorrow, checking out Ginyu and Breakers. And then we do have a stream on Friday. Oh, God, getting the camera to work for that's going to be a bitch.
I could just use one of these cameras.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that off
Yeah.
camera. Where hopefully we'll be punishing ourselves with Street Fighter 6 with the return of hotness, the new kind of hotness. But until then, folks, I hope you all have a good night. Don't end the stream if you're about to click that.
Raid somebody?
Yeah, let's see who's streaming right now. Looks like it's just Nick. So I'm gonna pop off camera for a sec while I send you guys over to him.
Got about all the ships over here. They're probably not good anymore.
It's a few hours.
I know, but not. When I say that, I mean the queso.
That's just been sitting open on the counter. See, that was the thing. I couldn't figure out how to set that up, and that's what I was like, I could figure this out later, and then just... If you're logged in with the team account on your phone, you can raid from there.
I'm not.
No.
Hold on. Maybe on Twitch itself. That lucky? I am.
Lucky Quinn.
Tiny but door. All right, folks. Hope you all have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow night, hopefully. Bye.
Bye. Wait, they can still hear us?
No, they all followed the raid, but